How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the next episode of our West Ham United career mode in Season 3 as we continue here early on the transfer window. We've hit our friendlies, which we're going to go for. We're going to sim all of them, obviously. We don't want to play them because we want to get into the real games here. So we've mixed up the squad. You can see we've got a lot of players here that I want to either sell or loan out because hopefully playing them here will give them some noticeability and allow us to get rid of them and make some moves here. So you can see we got Borsai in there, some youngsters, Ali, Bazte, and of course Butland's still in goal because I do remember we have to pick up a keeper. We'll pick him up on a free transfer near the end of the window just because we're going to need a backup goalkeeper, because of, if something would happen to Butland. And we draw here 1-1. Jimbert picks up a goal for us, our young Cam, and Eckersley picks up a couple yellows for a red, but that's alright, it's just friendlies, so that's fine with us. We will go in here with our next game against AC Milan. Spence is happy he gets a game. Potts gets a game, so they're going to be happy they get in there, and we'll be happy if we can offload them for a little bit of money to help us make some moves. You see Robert Hall wants to make a replacement move here. We're going to go back to our transfer list because we had a move in for Aubameyang, which is still in progress. We have a move in for Desciglio on loan, which is still in progress right now. So hopefully we can get that sorted out because I want to be able to re-offer that. And I'm not sure why I'm not able to at this moment in time. So we'll see what happens there. And because I had exited out of it before responding, I should have just responded with the note B. But I'm not sure. Saint Etienne still come back. Saint Etienne acceptable. They want 18. We've got other clubs showing interest. Inter showing interest in Aubameyang. So we want to hopefully make this move relatively quickly. We're going to move our budget allocation here just because we're going to be getting rid of, so we'll go 16.5 for Aubameyang, I think, because we'll be selling Jale, so it'll free us up some money. We'll go back to our transfer negotiations to make that deal. So we will go to amend this. We'll go 16.3 because they want 18 plus Jale. That's a little high for me personally, so we'll see what we can do here. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask the board for a little bit of funds. We've had some great finishes, obviously earned them some prize money. So hopefully they'll come back with that. We'll request 5. That's what we've requested in the past. So hopefully we'll come back, but it'll just make it that much harder for us. We have to accomplish what they want because I don't want to get fired in this career. That would be a terrible thing to see. So we're going to see what happens. We actually have AC Milan in our next game, which is where Desciglio is. So we're going to see. We see the board will give us $1 million. We'll take that. That's fine. Give us another $1 million that we can do something with here. So we're going to go into this match. We're going to sim it. We haven't heard back yet from what they want to do. But as you can see, Desciglio is on their bench. Like I said, because they have a Bate in there. They're starting right back. You can see they have most of their starters in there except for Pato. So it should be a tough game. They should probably come away with the win. But look at that. Robert Hall with a couple goals. So hopefully that gives us some confidence to either get rid of him or move him up, give him a little more playing time. But good to see all the players there, putting some work in against Milan. So that's impressive to see, obviously, and hopefully we can get through this and make some moves as we continue forward here. So let's try to get out of this window, and we're going to advance here. You can see we have a game on the 10th with Chelsea, so I want to be able to get some players in before that happens. We have a transfer offer for Potts. Birmingham City again want to bring him in on loan, and it's a short loan. We'll let him go out, bring back some wages here. So Potts loan, they'll cover a little bit of his wages, but like I said, he'll only be gone for a month or two at this point. So we'll see what happens there. Saint Etienne still unhappy with that transfer. We have plenty of money, so we'll try 17 in Jale because we've gotten a little more from our transfer budget with the movement of some players here. So we're going to advance, and hopefully they'll go with that. We're going to sim this friendly yet again. And I think what I'm going to do here to see if I can get some action, I might have put them on the transfer list a little too early. I'm surprised they haven't got any offers. We'll take Borsa off the transfer list and Vaste off the transfer list, and then we're going to relist them after this game. I'm not sure if it'll do anything. It's not going to do anything here because really they're going to be off the transfer list in a matter of 3 hours, realistically, when this game ends. So we're going to do that just to see if it stirs the pot any. As you can see, we draw with Stade Reims. 1-1. Hall with another goal, so that's good for him. We haven't had anybody get injured, so that's a great sign. We still have all of our players. And I believe Cresswell made his debut because I didn't edit the squad, and they probably put him in since Potts was our left back and he came out. So Cresswell will make his actual debut against Chelsea coming up here. So we're going to add Vorsa back to the transfer list, and Tompkins, excuse me, Ricardo Vazte, if I can find him, back to the transfer list. So we're going to add Vazte and go forward here and see what we can get out of it. So we've got a few days here before Chelsea. Hopefully we can get back to Aubameyang. So Vorsa, yes, he's surplus. We know he is. Hopefully they will get back to us right now here on the 7th, just so we can make some moves. It doesn't look like it. Hopefully they, and look at that. We've gotten the deal for Aubameyang, $17 million with Jalé. It's a little more than I had hoped. We'll give him a 10% bonus per goal, 3 years, and he's going to be a crucial player to try to convince him to play, and just to give him that little bit of incentive to come here. We'll go 75 just to make sure he's going to come in. I'm not sure if he'll be in the team by this Chelsea game, though. We also get a note from our scout, our 5-star scout, Bamford, that he's found some players for us. This Green's definitely not going to fit in. These other guys, we'll just keep scouting them, moving on. Hopefully Bamford will bring us back some nice players here. So let's see if we get any 2 transfer offers before this Chelsea game. If not, we're just going to play that Chelsea game and go from there and see what happens. See how it happens. We get a note from Andy Martin. He's got his monthly scouting update from Scotland. And look at this. Robert O'Leary looks very good. Cuthbert, we'll let him go. But O'Leary, I think we're just going to sign him right away. $500, and we'll see what we do. So we're into the Community Shield. Obviously, Sissoko wants to be in the match, and we're going to manage the team and get our top squad in there. But we're going to play this game, guys, see how it goes. Hope you enjoyed what we've done so far, and we're going to play this game, and we will get right back into the transfer window. So let's get into it with Chelsea. So guys, before we get into this game with Chelsea here, we're going to amend our loan offer for Desciglio from AC Milan, take away the fee, and just try to bring him in on loan, and we'll deal with getting him next season if he performs up to scratch. But I just want to say here that these transfer episodes were all performed live. I know I haven't had a video out in a couple weeks, but I had stitches actually in my right hand, so I wasn't really able to use the computer or edit for a while. And so I wasn't able to edit videos. I have a ton of games pot up. I've actually played pretty far ahead in the season now, especially that I got my hand back. I've just been playing, and it's been a lot of fun. But I want to get back and get the videos out to get you guys caught up and get to where I am in the season, because it's pretty exciting right now. Really looking forward to it, and hopefully, obviously, I'm a little ahead of you guys, but hopefully you follow along with these videos as we get caught up as quickly as possible. A lot of games to get out, but I'm going to try to get out as many as I can. If I have to, we'll go goals only in some episodes, depending on the games. Obviously, if there's a bunch of goals or things like that, we'll see what we can do just to get some episodes out here. I know you guys want to see that, some good highlights and all that. But we get into the Chelsea game here, the Community Shield, trying to get a little bit of silverware. You see Mario Gomez had actually scored there for Chelsea on a rebound play, but was ruled offsides, fairly of course, but wasn't able to score there. Vazte misses on a rebound header, unable to score. Now into the 42nd minute, Gimber tries a free kick from a decent distance, has a shot, but it just goes outside the post of Petr Cech. The ball comes into Vazte again, and he misses with another header, so not clinical from Vazte. He's had some great chances. 45th minute now, Lacazette cuts inside David Luiz, tries to have a shot, but he is pulled down by Mikel. Look at that, he tries to argue, but he was clearly pulled down, so Lacazette wins the penalty here against Cech, and Lacazette, we normally go top left with him. We're going to go bottom right, and Petr Cech guesses right. So, poor decision to maybe switch up what Lacazette normally does, but we'll head into halftime 0-0. It doesn't hurt us, doesn't help us, so we'll see what we can do in the second half here. 59th minute, the ball's playing to Mario Gomez. He's facing off with Jarvis. It ends up out on the wing to Daniel Sturridge, who curls inside. David Luiz gets a head on it, but Butland takes away the post, and it goes wide. Now Lacazette with a little bit of a shove there to get David Luiz off balance. It falls to Vazte. He jukes out Tim Cahill. Comes inside, or Gary Cahill, excuse me. Puts out Cahill. but misses and is substituted right after for yet another miss. But Chelsea on the ensuing goal kick end up with a nice through ball here to De Bruyne. He comes in and just blasts a shot to the top right corner. Butland had no chance as De Bruyne came in all alone and scores in the 71st minute to give Chelsea the lead. So a bit disappointing here as Chelsea takes that lead in the Community Shield. But it's a nice shot, a great play to get behind Tompkins, really get behind everyone and finish that off. Now in the 88th minute, we're trying to come back here. Jarvis whips a corner in. Kalas can't get a head on it. Lacazette, though, plays it back inside to Sissoko. He gets around KO and has a shot, but Czech is able to fight that one off as well. And Chelsea are going to go through here. You see the celebration as they have brought home the Community Shield. So it's a disappointing loss for us. You see Christophe Jallet there. A tough loss, but you know, we put in a nice effort. Obviously, as we check out the match facts here, we had a decent amount of shots, 17 shots. It's a shame we only could put 4 on target. You saw plenty of those misses from Vaste to be unable to score. But we get some news here. Aubameyang declines our contract offer because he's happy at his club. So we're just going to have to go in and offer him a bit more money to try to convince him to come here. So we'll give him that crucial role in 80,000 a week. And we get news, Ravel Morrison is injured here. You'll see it coming up. And so that's what we have so far. We'll get back into the transfers. So we take a tough loss there against Chelsea, 1-0, but it's just a Community Shield. It's not going to hurt us in terms of anything. It would have been nice to get that little bit of silverware to kick off the season, but nothing we're going to worry about too much. So we're going to advance here, hoping to get a response from Aubameyang after we saw that he did not accept our first offer, as well as we put in that loan with no future fee for Descaglio. Hopefully Milan will go through that so we can have our right back that will replace Jallet. So we get that loan offer that's going to bring in Descaglio. So that's good to see. But we'll stall that for a moment just to make sure we're going to have the wage budget to bring in Aubameyang, because we'll take one look at the transfer negotiations here, because I can't remember how much it's going to be worth here. 17 million. So like I said, we barely have enough for that, and then we're gonna have to pay his wages, let alone the wages of Descaglio. So we're just gonna give that a minute and see if Aubameyang comes back, because he's really what I want to bring in first, and then we'll see where we can go from there. So it says we're going to target the EuroLeague. We're projected 8th. Cresswell's a notable player. Lacazette as well. Collison and Benzia is our young star that we want to come forward, obviously, hoping to get some more games. But we're going to come back here. Hopefully Aubameyang comes back to us before this game, and he has accepted our offer. 80,000 wages for 3 years. Gets a goal bonus as well. Hopefully he contributes plenty of goals to the club, and look at that. He's in the team. We're going to accept that. Descaglio is not here yet, so that means Spence will probably be starting our opener. We're going to stall this offer for Descaglio again because we don't have the funds. We'll see if we can move some things around here. We brought in Aubameyang, but we're going to see if we can, much we can move the funds around to allow us to bring him in, and then hopefully we can get something going here. What's the max wage budget? As I said, so we're not going to be able to bring him in yet. So we're going to lose the answer. That's fine. So we're going to advance this Wigan game here, and we still have a couple players we want to sell to allow us to bring Ruddock, Vaste, Bassam Ali, and Vorsa, because we still have that move. We want to bring Descaglio, and if we're going to lose Vorsa, we want to bring in another center back just to ease that pain, because otherwise we'll just have Wilson and Reed back there, which is fine, but we won't have anyone behind them even. But we do have Aubameyang, so we're going to get him in the lineup straight away for this Wigan match and see what we can do. But we'll see if we get any more news. Aubameyang's debut, so we're going to get him in there. Adel Taarabt has noted that he wants a transfer, but we're not going to have any money for that. So we have Wigan up next. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that one, and we'll see what we can do in the transfer window, trying to finish it out here. Only a couple games to go before it, so we'll see what we can do there.